Former Nigerian military head of state Ibrahim Babangida has finally admitted to have annoyed June 12, 1993 election without any reason, just to massage his own ego as a military leader, as a dictator, whom we know say he is. Now, after 32 years of annulling June 12 election won by MKO Abiola, he has finally realized his mistakes. And I would also like you to remember, the reason why we're celebrating Democracy Day in Nigeria every June 12 is because of this history. And guess what? We are doing it in remembrance of MKO Abiola, who died in detention in the hands of Ibrahim Babangida. After that election, he was imprisoned. Likewise, other people who were imprisoned, somebody like Dele Momodu, Femi Falana, SAN, all these people were imprisoned by Ibrahim Babangida. And guess what? Ibrahim Babangida has admitted to his fault at his autobiography book launching in Abuja yesterday. Make una listen to his speech. As you watch, I'm beg, share and make people see him and learn this history of Nigeria that can never be forgotten.
Of the Republic of Ghana, former Nigerian presidents, vice presidents, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Alhaji Namadi Sambo, and Professor Yemi Osinbajo, senators and House of Representatives members present, state governors present and past, our royal fathers present, honorable ministers. I see many of my military colleagues present here, and such superior officers like General Alani Akinriade, captains of industry here present, my Lord spiritual and temporal, members of the mass media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Your presence here today is not just a matter of convenience, but as testament to the significance of this event. I sincerely appreciate you have taken time from your busy schedule to share this moment of memory with us. Your presence is not just invaluable, it is very essence of this gathering, and I am eternally grateful to your gesture. I salute the President, our President and Commander-in-Chief, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for finding time from his onerous assignment to honor us today. Mr. President, you are able to attend this event today means a lot to me personally. As you know only too well, you have my blessings, prayers, and goodwill in your arduous task of moving our country forward. To all our former presidents and heads of state, your enduring impact on our nation and your legacy is not just a testament to your dedication and service, it is a beacon of hope for our future. I am deeply grateful for your contributions and presence in particular. I cannot sufficiently thank my brother, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, the immediate past president of the Republic of Ghana, for giving us the honor of delivering the keynote address. I am compelled to single out for praise very senior bosses and older brothers, General Yakubu Gawan. His incisive forward to the book is admirable and moving. I'm grateful, sir. General Gawan and my other boss, General Olusegun Obasanjo, who gladly agreed to chair this event, have positively impacted my life. I am also immensely grateful to my other boss and mentor, General T.Y. Danjuma. I'm delighted that I could recall General Danjuma's leadership qualities in my book, both during the Civil War and as a Chief of Army Staff. It is fair to say that as Chief of Army Staff, T.Y. set a standard by which succeeding chiefs have been judged. My childhood friend and classmate at BIDA, General Abdusalam Abubakar, Audu for short, who has always stood by me, belongs to special class, if only because he now readily admits I am his elder brother. I also thank my boss and our immediate past president and colleague General Muhammad Buhari, who sent a lovely note a few days ago apologizing for his inability to be with us. I'm delighted that he has asked one of his ministers to represent him on this occasion. Similarly, I thank His Excellency Professor Yemi Osinbajo, Nigeria's immediate past Vice President, who reviewed today's book with characteristics brilliance. I shall remain forever grateful to all governors of our states, distinguished senators and members of the House of Representatives, past and present. To our Royal Highnesses, I am deeply grateful for your presence. I understand the effort it takes to travel from your different domains to attend this event like this. Your presence adds a unique and esteemed perspective to this event, and I pray for your safe return home. My deep appreciation of your presence and support is that of the captains of industry of our illustrious private sector will be eternally on record. The Board of Trustees of Presidential Library will find befitting ways of permanently acknowledging your support in the envisaged facility. Talking of captains of industry, how do I thank my son Abdul Samad Rabiu? He has shown enduring commitment to this event and the library project from day one. Thank you very much, Abdul Samad. To the rest of this distinguished audience, drawn as I can see from different parts of the country, I thank you from the depth of my heart as representatives of our people, especially those who are unable to be here, some of whom have managed to reach out to me since the details of today's events were made public. I am humbled by your presence and the interest you have shown in my memoirs and the library project. No matter our points of origin in the Nigerian encounter, we all share experience of a fascinating national journey. Ours is a story of a thrilling past, an engaging present, and a most promising future. Today's event reminds us that we are not just here to remember the past, but to actively shape the present and envision a bright future with hope. A future that each one of you, with your unique perspectives and contributions, will help to build. The first aspect of today's event is the public presentation which has been done. This memoir, a culmination of over 3 decades of reflection, significantly contributed to our understanding of our national history. Throughout the public presentation of this book, I believe I am paying a huge part of my debt to public. I have had to contend with this question all the time. When will you tell your side of the story? Understandably, our period of service has somehow evoked, and rightly so, many questions and stories among our public. This book, which chronicles my experiences, decisions, and challenges during our national service, tries to answer some of these questions from my modest perspective. My colleagues in arms and I presided over significant change and turbulent reform. We confronted monumental challenges in the economy, the polity, foreign affairs and defense, and security spheres of our national life. We surmounted obstacles, sought change from old ways, encountered unusual obstacles, and devised innovative solutions. We all thought to leave Nigeria a better place than we found it, often at a great personal sacrifice and in the face of significant challenges. I'm deeply aware of the inconveniences and sacrifices the public endured during this period, and I acknowledge and appreciate their resilience and commitment to progress. Although the reform caused inconveniences to our people, we built lasting national institutions, some of which are still in place today. Undoubtedly, credible, free and fair elections were held on June 12, 1993. However, the tragic irony of history remains that the administration that devised a near-perfect electoral system and conducted those near-perfect elections could not complete the process. That accident of history is most regrettable. The nation is entitled to expect my impression of regret. As the leader of the military administration, I accept full responsibility for all decisions taken under my watch. And June 12 happened under my watch. Mistakes, oversights, and missteps happened in quick succession. But I say in my book, in all matters we acted in the supreme national interest so that Nigeria could survive. Our nation's march to democracy was interrupted, a fact that I deeply regret, but Nigeria survived and democracy is still alive, a testament to our resilience and commitment to progress. This book is part of my personal story of that encounter with national history. I did not travel alone. I undertook the challenging work of leadership in the company of many patriots. Many are still here, while others have gone the way of all the flesh. I cannot name all our allies and fellow travelers, but let me acknowledge the contributions of men like late Augustus Ihom, Commodore Ebitu Ukiwe, General Ike Nwachukwu, Professor Bolaji Akinyemi, Dr. Kalu Idika Kalu, Dr. Tunji Olabunju, Chief Olufalaye Nahu Kabesi, the late Professor Oje Tunji Aboyade. By the way, he was an outstanding man. The late Alhaji Riwanu Lukman, the late Professor Humphrey Umosu, the late Professor Omo Omori, the late Professor Gurian Ezekwe, the late Professor Tam David West, the late Professor Babatunde Fafumwa, the late Professor Walikoe Ramson Kuti.